The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Trey Flowers picks it.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Eluding the pressure right. Now and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 44, Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right and avoids the contact by sliding. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
57, Mike 57. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
To throw again. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Throwing is Jackson. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Check. He's checking. Crash. Hey, alert 3.
Penny, the 1st down carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get pressure comes? He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in hints your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside of that to take us through the weekend in the NFL. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. They come out here in the I. This is first and goal and a golden chance to... And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Moore on the return. Powering his way forward. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And give him 10 that time, as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Being chased out left. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
48
Now it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
14. Just get off the field, defense. Bang, 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 bang.
Throwing again here. Wilson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Chris Wormley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Under 10. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check safety. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check the backer.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Let me back in the game.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It's our time. Jim.
Alert.
Peek in.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
48 to Mike. Hey.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he can't find
throw it
anywhere
away.
to go with it. And he goes down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
48 to Mike.
36 power.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to... down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a second and long. Jackson now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Jackson. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. Eluding the pressure, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks picked it up.
Curvin.
The 40. The 30.
Curvin.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery.
That's why he do all that rushing
touchdown.
shit he want. You can have 100 rushing
This
yards.
was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mild.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Passion.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. 16
yards on that one and a Raven first. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Jackson rolling to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
Mike 48. Mike 48.
Go. Back to pass.
48. 48 to Mike.
Here we go. 48. Point.
They go play action with Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Let's go. 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Go 14.
48 to Mike.
To throw again is Wilson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And my goodness, another interception.
Let's go, Bart.
41. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Gotta go, in and out, go.
Switch. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Let's go.
Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ziggy Ansah in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He can run for it, and he will. And an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. To try again after the sack. Jackson, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he's going to go down again. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time.
Touchdowns, baby. Man. Well, I had to get more than 2 touchdowns. Let's see what he did. I think he got a superstar. I mean, he got a star development, baby. Star development, baby.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, out there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They're on attack when they tackle like damagers. They react to back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, out there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, put on the gas. I will not crash.
Ooh, he got a steal.